guys, it's Sim, and this is Wrestling Unlimited. As well, Vince was in charge last night at Monday Night Raw, and PWU Insider has a very interesting write-up and story about everything that at least they know went down last night. Mike Johnson of PWU Insider writes the following. Vince McMahon was personally and heavily involved with last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. PWU Insider has confirmed with multiple sources. PWInsider.com is told that about 15 to 20 minutes before Raw went live on the air, a number of late rewrites for the episode were ordered and described as, quote, not feeling like the type of changes talent and staff had come accustomed to under Paul Levesque. Changes for the episode continued as the show was well into being on the air, and we are told they came directly from McMahon, who had his own office at Raw, just as he did before his, quote, retirement last summer. While McMahon stated he would be, quote, in the weeds of creative on CNBC yesterday, we were told by multiple sources who were at Raw that there was no doubt that Vince was firmly back in charge following the Endeavor acquisition of the company. PWInsider.com is told the night started with Paul Levesque on headsets running Raw, but as the taping went on, it was McMahon who was more and more involved as the point person running the show. While McMahon was on headsets, producing a few times over WrestleMania 39 weekend, he was at gorilla position for most of last night's Raw taping, directly overseeing the proceedings. Among some talent we spoke with, there was a huge negative shift in morale as they realized that things were going to go back to, quote, exactly where they were before Paul Levesque was placed in control as chief content officer. One source said that, quote, place felt nuked, but others didn't go that far. The feeling was that going forward, the likelihood was that McMahon would be overseeing everything again, leaving the creative once again to his whims and sensibilities, although whether that actually plays out remains to be seen. A big part of that feeling of resignation was that Levesque is genuinely liked and trusted by the talent, especially since so many came from WWE NXT's system. And for some of them, that feeling of security many felt in the run from SummerSlam to WrestleMania was no longer a given last night and would be a far departure from some we spoke to last night. Other talent more or less shrugged it off, feeling they always expected, quote, all roads would lead back to McMahon being back in charge of creative in his creative role eventually, but wanted to see if this would be a regular thing or whether it just happened last night because McMahon was at TV due to being in Los Angeles for WrestleMania and the acquisition announcement. One person joked WWE was always McMahon's world, and now it's back in the palm of his hand after he willingly gave it up last summer. So with that, basically, Vince was running the show last night like a normal Vince show. It came off like that on television 100%, and we'll see where this all leads to. As the report states, a few talent were under the impression of, we got to wait it out. We got to see where this goes going forward, and if this was just something that happened because Vince was there and not something that's going to go down every single week. But with that, Vince was in charge last night. Vince does have the right to do so. Vince is going to be more in charge going forward, but we don't know at this moment how much that actually will be. But that's going to do it for this episode. Remember to comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe right here on YouTube.